Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here today with another box. I am loving box day every day. I typically post Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And so this month, the majority of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are going to be boxes because hashtag Halloween. Now I did get these candies, not in their Halloween costumes, just regular plain in case, somebody doesn't participate in Halloween or fall festivals or whatever and just want something else. Now, the main packaging did come with the costume, but the candy inside doesn't have their costumes except for the pumpkins. So anyway, let's do some Almond Joy. I'm going to do, what do we want? Let's do a fold flat, and I'm going to do it this long. So fold flat box, your pink book. If you bought it recently, it's going to look like this and say fold flat box. If you have the old one, this is the OG cover. It just says box template. Okay. All right. So, and why do I show that every single time? Because some people were confused and thought I put out a different book. Well, I have random measurements that I didn't finish up. Oh, I think we're all done with that one. Here's the one. Okay, so because I want a long tube, you need to determine if you want it to open the long way or the short way, and I want mine to open the short way, so my opening is going to be on the top and the bottom of my tube instead of the left and the right, if that makes sense. So my left to right is going to be, let me see, use my mat to measure, 1.5. I almost skipped this page. I always skip this page. 1.5 by my up and down. Forgot what I was doing there for a second. You need to determine if you want your flaps taped under or hanging out. I leave it however it comes out the bag. And mine's going to overlap like this. So I'm going to do mine at 6. Almost went to that side again. By how thick? There's a little almond on top, so it's a little thick. I think that's going to be 1 inch. I don't even know where my ruler is. I'm going to do 3/4 of an inch. I wish I knew where I have like 15 rulers. Here goes one. Ooh, I don't know if that's going to work out because it should. I'm going to go by 1 inch because I don't want that almond, and mine are a little bit melty. So let's go by 1 inch. All right, so 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, half, half, left to right, 1.5, up and down 6, left to right, 1.5. So, left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by, I'll just use a pencil. Up and down, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Okay. So my pencil is the long side, so we need to do this at 1/2 inch and 1.5 on both sides. And my short side is the pink side, so that's 1, 2.5, 3.5, and 5. Okay. That's how fast I go with these. Actually, I do it a little faster. All right. So I will do the other 2 measurements when it's that time. Let's get our piece of paper, our 6 by 9. And let's see what we got in the scraps. Oh, this might be a good scrap. Let's see. Ruler. Oh, that's exactly 6. Perfect. All right. So 6 by 9. My paper's already at 6, just coincidentally, by 9. Now this piece is 110 pound cardstock, so I am going to struggle, not really struggle, but the 110 pound is a little harder to work with. So if you're making a bunch of these, I would not use 110 pound weight. Your arms are going to be tired. All right, so on the long side, 1/2 inch. Okay, I need a new piece of paper. That was the cutting blade, not the scoring blade. Okay, so I will not be using 110 pound weight cardstock. Right, so let's go ahead and 6 by 9. That's what I get for not changing out my paper trimmers. This is still the old paper trimmer. I did buy a new one. It's just somewhere over the oceans right now. I didn't want to put the new one in my my suitcase and have that break too. All right, so long side, 1/2 inch and 1.5. Both sides, 1/2 inch and 1.5. So for my scoreboard users, you're scoring at 1/2 inch, 1.5, 7.5, and 8.5. Cool. Excuse my arm. Ooh, my veins are popping out. I must be dehydrated. All right, short side, we need to, oh, of course that falls in the recycle bin. All right, we need to score it at 1 inch. Let me slow down a little bit. 2.5. 3.5. I ate like 3 Kit Kats before this. That's why I'm a little hyper. And 5. Okay. All right. Bone folder. Start doing this. Varnish. I was going to say start bone foldering the lines. Start to get these lines nice and crisp. Make sure you get all of them. Get your scissors when you're done. And you're going to put the short side to the top. At the top. I don't know, I'm from Delaware. To the top. Like so. Alright, we're cutting off the bottom right 4 boxes. So starting on the right hand side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what I like to do is come to this score line here. Cut up. And then cut all 4 off at the same time. Like so. Rotate what you do to the bottom, you need to do to the exact top of that same section. So that and that. So the sections look the same. So for this tab all the way on the right, we're going to miter. We're going to miter. And we're going to cut off just a little bit of that bulk. Probably like 1/4 of an inch, I don't know. Whatever your heart desires. Okay, this first vertical score line, we're going to cut up, all the way up. And on this piece on the right hand side, we're going to cut off half. We're going to miter. We're going to miter. Potentially miter. Hopefully. All right, now we're going to go to this other score mark right here where my finger is. And we're going to cut up. Working on the left tab, half, miter, miter. What you do to the bottom, you need to do to the top. Rotate. Score line. Right tab half. Miter, miter. Next vertical score line all the way up. Half on the left hand side. Miter, miter. Get your corner rounder, your middle sections, corner round. Or you can do the whatever rounder or diagonal cut or scallop, whatever you want. Or use your scissor. Corner rounder to me just looks a little bit more professional. Alright, starting position. Close the flap. Glue. Making sure you get it on that folded edge is the most important. And the corners. Okay, so fold it in, fold it flat. Smush that glue around. Let it dry. See how I didn't get the glue all the way in? There's a gap. You don't want that. I need a towel. Okay. Close your tabs and put your sheets. Oh goodness, got a little crazy there, didn't I? Right inside like that. And there we go. Now my box is slightly wonky because I just noticed that I didn't line my sides up correctly. This piece is hanging over. Either that or I mitered too much. Or both. I think I mitered too much. See how I cut off? It's a gap. Really like a weird shape. So all that means is that my lid is just going to be have a little gap. Oh, yeah, right there. Which is fine. I mean, I'm not going to care. If you care, you can just actually just glue it shut and then no one will notice. But, yeah, you could just glue it shut. Like so. I don't care because the only thing anybody's going to look at is this part right here. So there's your box. You have 2 treats in there. And I probably could have gotten away with the 3/4 inch, but I don't know because like I said, mine are melted. So this might be thick for that 1 inch. So please measure yours accordingly. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.